This is an Apple Macintosh SE. I got this from a listing off Craigslist for $45, which is a little more than I wanted to pay for one of these machines, but since it came with a few accessories, and even if it was the machine alone, it's still a pretty good deal. So anyway, as you can see, it is pretty dirty. The owner of this actually is the person I bought it from is actually the original owner of this machine. Bought it when it was brand new in 1988. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, on the front here we have a 3.5-inch floppy drive. Above that we have another 3.5-inch bay that's blanked out and has a little LED. This is because this system had multiple configurations, one of which was with two 800K floppy drives. So in that case, this would be opened and a floppy drive would be put here. Instead, this one has a 20 megabyte Miniscribe stepper motor hard drive, which sounds really cool. It's SCSI, of course, because Apple only used SCSI on these older machines. And the floppy drive here works, and the hard drive works as well. So, over on the side here, we don't have anything, as you can see. Let's turn it around. Okay, as you can see, it is very yellowed, but anyway, on the back here, we have the label. As you can see, its original configuration was with 1 megabyte of RAM, an 800K floppy drive, and a 20 megabyte SCSI hard drive, which it still has those two. The RAM has actually been upgraded to 4 megs, so I can run System 7 on here, although I did try System 7 and it did run fairly sluggishly, so I decided to just throw System 6.0.8 on here, and it runs much better, which I'll show you in a second once I boot it up. Anyway, here we have some sort of, like, I guess lock. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but over here we have the expansion slot, which is what SE stands for. It stands for System Expansion. This is actually a processor direct slot, which I'm pretty sure there's an adapter for that brings the slot up to here and has a new bus adapter, so you can plug in a new bus expansion card. Down here on the bottom we have two ADB ports, an external floppy port, a SCSI port, two Apple serial ports, one of which is for a modem and the other is for a printer. Right there we have an audio output, and lastly we have the power supply and the power switch, which of course is a hard power switch. And up here we have a fan, which looks pretty dusty. I actually haven't taken this machine apart, but I am pretty sure I have a screwdriver that can reach down into those holes there and unscrew those two screws. I'll have to try that later, and I might make a separate video of the inside of this machine. But for this video, I won't be opening it up. So another strange thing I found on this when I got it is actually on the bottom of the machine, which I'll show you this after I flip it over. Okay, so as you can see, there's a note that's been taped to the bottom of the machine, and it says, "New motherboard installed from pre-owned 1/30/91." So January 30th of 1991, that was done. For some reason, I have no idea why. And apparently a new power supply installed from Computerland on January 5th of 1991. Which is very strange. I don't know why you need to replace the power supply and the motherboard on the same month, maybe like 2 years after you bought the machine. I don't know if this was faulty or why that was done, but there's a note on the bottom that says that. I don't know. Like I said, the owner was the person I bought it from was the original owner of this machine, so I might ask him about that. So yeah, that is the overview of the Macintosh SE. Now I also got a few accessories with this machine, one of which being this MacBag, as you can see there, by Linebacker apparently. Never heard of one of these before, but hey, I have one. And I also got the AppleDesign keyboard with it, as you can see there. It's not mechanical, it's just rubber dome, as you can hear. There's the status indicator LEDs there, and the power switch, which doesn't even do anything with this machine because it's a hard power switch. But it will work, however, on my Macintosh SE, which I'm probably going to use this keyboard with the SE. Unfortunately, I did not get a mouse with this system. He said he lost it, but I have one, which is kind of inconvenient because I have two ADB Macs, but whatever. I mean, $45 is still a pretty good deal for the keyboard case and the machine itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up and give you a little overview of the system. So, be right back. Okay, as you can see, I've gotten the Macintosh SE here hooked up to the Apple Keyboard 2 that I was using on my Macintosh SE, and this Apple ADB mouse, which I was also using on my Macintosh SE. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and boot it up. It does take a while to initialize the ROM, and it is now booting. The hard drive on this machine sounds really cool. Oh, it's a stepper motor drive, as I said earlier. Okay, and we are now in System 6.0.8. As you can see, I have Multi-Finder enabled, as you can see. Multi-Finder, version 6.0.8. About the Finder, Finder version 6.1.8, System 6.0.8, obviously. Total memory, 4 megs. So yeah, it's using about a little less than a meg there. So here's the hard drive. I don't know why it has a SCSI logo, but I can't get it to go away, but it really doesn't matter, obviously. As you can see, I have put quite a bit of software on this machine. So yeah, I put MacDraft, all the original apps like MacWrite, MacPaint, MacDraw, some funny apps like 99 Bottles, some games, the disk tools, like I have disk copy in there, Apple HD SE setup, and a couple other things. I have SimCity, and yeah. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate a couple of these apps. Let's go to MacPaint first. As you can see, it looks just like a classic Macintosh would with MacPaint. This is version, version 1.5. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. It's kind of hard to use the mouse on the Surface. It kind of doesn't exactly work that well, but yeah, as you can see, MacPaint works perfectly. Quit it. MacWrite. As you can see, that works perfectly. we go. I have Shuffle Pack Cafe on here, so I'll go ahead and play that for you. I don't know if you can hear it, but whenever the CPU is doing something, it actually makes these high frequency sounds. I don't know why that is, but if anyone knows or knows if it's normal for this to happen, please leave a comment, because I'd like to know. It's kind of strange, I find it. Let's go ahead and play against this guy. Seems pretty easy. Let's see, I already scored. This guy is really, really easy. Scoring like every single shot. Oh my god. Alright, well anyway, that's enough of that. Quit. Let's go ahead into SimCity. I actually made a city, which is pretty crappy, but I'll go ahead and show you that. There it is. As you can see, there's a little section of my city on the map. That's pretty much all I've done. I think it's somewhere over here. Ah, there it is. So yeah, there's my city. Not very good, as you can see, but yeah, that's my city. That's SimCity. Let's go ahead and go into Tetris. Tetris is a pretty good game. Now I got all this stuff on here using my zip drive, which does work on this system. I just put the extension in the system folder, and it works. Now the controls of this are really weird. It uses the number keys. 5 rotates it, and 4 and 6 make it go left and right, and 0 makes it go down fast, as you can see. I don't know what I just did there, but okay. Kind of sucking right now. Yeah, got one. Okay, that'll be enough for now. And lastly, you gotta do it. 99 bottles.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall.
Okay, I think that'll be enough for now. And I'll go ahead and show you this brick breaker out, which isn't that good, but hey, it works. Makes a little Mac beep sound. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. If I could quit. Apparently I can't. I'll just wait till I die. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that is the Macintosh SE. So hope you enjoyed this video. Oh wait, actually before I quit the video, I'm going to go ahead and do the Easter egg where you can see the pictures of the Macintosh SE developers. So once I get into the debugger, I'll be right back. And if you don't know how to do that, the way you do that is you press the programmers button on the side of the system, which is about the 5th vent hole over. See, as you can see, the programmer's switch used to be there, but it's gone. So it's the 5th vent over on that. And you just stick a little pin or pocket knife in there and press the button. So I'll do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I'm now in the debugger. The best way to do this is to shut the machine down, or usually it'll just like restart Finder and just freeze up the system. So if you just shut it down, and as you can see behind it is the window that says it's now safe to switch off your Macintosh. You just type G space 41 D 89A and press enter. And you can see that there are the pictures of the developers. So yeah, there you go. That is the Apple Macintosh SE. Hope you enjoyed this video.